Hello and welcome to the Graceful Connections Light of Truth Festival. I'm your host, Sophie Bidard, and the co-creator of Graceful Connections and our brand new Light of Truth Festival. This is when we celebrate and activate the light of truth, welcoming carefully selected intuitive truth masters offering live intuitive readings, flowing the light of truth to illuminate a specific topic. Thank you for being with us and bringing your unique vibration, colors, and energetic presence, without which something would be missing. Thank you for answering yes to the calling of truth and the calling of your disconnection from truth to be remedied, which is what I will be sharing with you about today. So let's begin. I invite you to relax and take a few deep breaths. Breathing out all that does not belong to this moment. Let's bring all of your attention and your presence here and now. We set our intention that our time together, all that is shared in words and beyond the words, all the energies that we call in and flow serve our highest good, our evolution, and be of service to the highest good of all. I invite you to open your heart or open it even more and be ready to receive. And to open your mind or open it even more and be ready to receive. Activating your connection to the new Earth crystalline grid. And your connection to galactic center, the center of truth. You are held, both grounded and suspended. You are safe, relaxed, and ready and open to receive. And we're already held in the greater, safe, sacred space of the orb of grace. And I'm now calling the orb of truth from the galactic center. And placing the orb of truth around our group, our gathering, each and every one of us. That we be held in the orb of truth and infused with the highest vibrations of truth all along our time together. Let's take a moment to adjust to the purity and the high frequency of truth, allowing it to reveal what we've been blind to, unaware of, resisting, avoiding, denying, and all that needs to be brought to light in purest alignment with divine will and the divine order of grace. And breathe. Beautiful. Now within the orb of truth, I'm delighted to be featured today as your intuitive truth master and offer fascinating insights into the truth of your disconnection with truth and how to remedy it. And I'm going to offer intuitive readings. You'll have the chance to ask me, where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in my aura? So to request your reading, press *2 on the phone or click raise hand on the web to get on the line with me. or place your request in the Q&A box on the web. And yes, the question to ask for your reading is, where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in my aura? Or simply ask me for a reading. That will do it. All right. So for now, I would like to share the highlights about this disconnection from truth which you may be experiencing. And it may show up in your life as feeling estranged with truth, looking for discernment and yet finding it difficult to have it with certainty, struggling to recognize truth in the world, in your environment, and even within your own thoughts and beliefs. Getting lost in confusion, illusions, delusions. And because of that, suffering from a lack of guidance and direction in your daily life, in your relationships, in your purpose work. Wondering, where is the truth? What is the truth in all that? Or again, having a hard time expressing truth just as it is. And you may find yourself transforming it, distorting it, manipulating it, watering it down, or even silencing it. And it may even be lying to yourself if you're not fully embracing the truth of your divine nature. Now, as we are held in the safe, sacred space of the orb of truth, let's take a moment in silence right now and ask your higher self to allow you to perceive in what ways and in what areas of your life are you disconnected from truth, where truth is hard to find, to express, to hold, and to live by. Ask your higher self to allow you to perceive that. If only a glimpse. And breathe. You see, the struggle with truth is nothing new, because there is and has been so much manipulation, lies, untruthfulness throughout the history of humanity. It's become like a second nature. But it is time now, as we move forward and up in our ascension, to reclaim truth and to re-establish our deep and pure connection with truth, that we may recognize it, express and live it easily, naturally, and spontaneously. And as you're on this call today or on the replay, I'm pretty sure that you have this experience of struggling with finding, discerning, expressing, living truth. And you may have done some serious work already in clearing your past untruthfulness in order to reclaim it in the present and for your future. And yet you may find that despite all this hard work and despite your heart's pure intention and pure desire to know truth, to feel truth, to share truth, you may find that you still keep bumping into situations, relationships, interactions loaded with untruthfulness, manipulation, distortion of truth, dissimulation, Or again, truth being silenced, whether it is of your own doing or that of others around you or what you observe in the world. And you find yourself still stuck in this disconnection from truth that I know makes your heart suffer, because your heart longs for the purity of truth and the wholeness of truth and the sharing of truth, simply the living of truth and living by truth. Now, what makes these loops and patterns of disconnection from truth so persistent is that they are held strongly in place by karmic entanglements, which not only are attached in your aura, but they are rooted in all three lines of your past timeline, genealogical maternal line, genealogical paternal line, that together are weaving into a stress web which looks like cobweb, holding you trapped like a prey in a spider web. And this stress web is attached to a specific area of your aura, which is how it affects you in your current incarnation, and which is what is on your soul plan, in your assignment in this lifetime, to liberate yourself and liberate your lineage from this disconnection from truth, clearing the whole stress web rooted in the past, starting from this point of attachment in your aura. So this is what the readings are about today. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura, affecting your current lifetime? So let's get personal about the disconnection from truth with the intuitive readings. Again, to request your reading, press star 2 on the phone or click raise hand on the web to get on the line with me, or place your request in the Q&A box on the web. And the question is, where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in my aura? Or simply ask for a reading and I will read this for you. All right, so let's get started. I'm calling the light of truth to shine bright through the intuitive readings. And to support our readings today, our accessing and receiving truth, I call in the Lipika. The Lipika, they are the celestial beings who have the role of being the scribes of karma. All right, so let's begin. I'm going to take live callers, the hands raised, and then I'll go to the Q&A, and then we'll go back and forth. So we begin going to Pompano Beach, Florida. Unmuting you. Hello, Pamela.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. It was beautiful hearing you, and I would love to know what cuts off truth in my aura. You know, the question you posed.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. Thank you, Pamela. Okay. Tuning in with your higher self. Connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura? All right, so for you, Pamela, going to the lower part of your heart center. Okay, so towards the rib cage, right, the lower part of your chest, and what it looks like, it's this stress web has accumulated there, and it's built up and it's calcified because it's been there for a long time. And what it does is that it's weighing on your heart. This disconnection from truth and all the different aspects of it that you may experience, right? The expression of truth, the discernment of truth, the living truth, all of the different aspects of the disconnection from truth. All of this is weighing on your heart and it feels heavy to your heart. Okay, so that's where you want to clear this. Okay, how does that sound? How does that feel to you, Pamela?
sounds perfect. It's so true. I've had, from an injury, a car accident, and when you say, I wonder if some of it is physical that happens, and, or is it just in terms of the ethers where God places it, and why would he place it there?
Well, it's a layered thing, right? So there is some physical, there is some etheric, there's some emotional, mental. Later on in the call, I'm gonna share about how I'm here also to support you in clearing that. And the wonderful thing is that in the clearing, we're going to go very systematically in the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. So wherever it is, because it is actually in all the layers, right? Again, it's not something new, right? It didn't happen only in this lifetime. It's been in many past lives and in our genealogy as well. And so it's built up in all the different layers, and that's where we're going to clear it. But for you, that's where it is rooted. Okay, that's where it is attached, actually. Okay.
And do you clear it as you call on people, or we're going to do the clearing altogether later?
We're gonna do the clearing. I'm going to talk about this. We're going to do a remote healing and clearing, and I'm going to explain how we're going to do this. Okay, we're going to be very, very systematic, very thorough, clearing in the aura, in the past timeline, genealogical, maternal, and paternal, and even future lifeline, clearing at all the different levels: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Okay.
Okay, beautiful.
So stay with us, and you will discover all about this, Pamela.
Yeah, you targeted it exactly. Amazing.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pamela. Blessings. All right, blessings. Okay, so if anyone, I don't have another hand raised. If anyone else wants to come on the line, you're welcome. For the moment, I'm going to go to the Q&A where we have many requests, so there's a lot here going on. Very good. Okay, let me begin with Tracy in Toronto. Okay, thank you, Tracy. Tuning in with you, Tracy, with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura? Okay, going straight, jumping to the throat chakra, which is so around the throat, right? It's like a hand grabbing your throat and squeezing there. Now, that's not really a surprise because the throat chakra is the center of truth, okay? Obviously of the expression of truth, but more general through the voice, but more ultimately through your energy, your presence, through your life, right? Through your being, your beingness. So this is being squeezed, right? So it's really like a very fundamental disconnection from truth right there at the center of truth. And that's where it calls to be cleared, to be liberated. So you may be experiencing, actually physically, you may be experiencing some sort of obstruction in your throat, like something is squeezing, like you may be feeling sometimes, or maybe even more frequently, feeling like this hand squeezing, like some strange sensation of pressure and obstruction on your throat and on the front of your neck. Okay, so that's where you want to do the clearing, Tracy. Okay, thank you. Blessings. All right, let's go on to New York with Sherwood. Thank you, Sherwood. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Sherwood, where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura? Okay, so for you, Sherwood, we're going to the upper part of your power center. It's like, so for you, the stress web has accumulated on the upper part of your power center. So from up, it's pressing down, like imagine pressing a balloon, pressing it down, pushing it down, putting pressure on it. And what this is showing is how the disconnection from truth is putting pressure on your power, right? And making it more difficult for you to access your power, to access the fullness of your power, because what happens is that your power center is busy handling this stress web and handling this pressure and handling this being pushed down, as opposed to being available to you to empower you, right? And to offer you the energy of empowerment and of your pure power. So disconnection from truth translates for you into obstruction, pressure on your power, and here on your power center. So that's where the stress web is attached and where you start the clearing. Okay. Thank you, Sherwood. Blessings. All right. Let me check. Do we have? Yes, we do have a hand raised. So let's go to Amanda on the web call. Hello, Amanda.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Welcome, Amanda.
Thank you.
Okay. So, would you like a reading, I suppose?
Yes, ma'am, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Okay, of course. That's what we're here for. So let's see what's showing up for you, tuning in with your higher self, Amanda, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura? Okay, so inside your head, around the third eye, the stress web, this cobweb, is wrapped around your third eye, okay, and making it difficult for your third eye to access truth, to perceive truth, right? Imagine a cobweb wrapped around your third eye, which is energetically, that's what it is, and it's difficult to see through it, right? It's difficult to see through it. So that's, if you've been experiencing having a hard time having clarity with your third eye, that's what's going on, right? Having a hard time perceiving truth, discerning truth. It's like, oh, it's all blurry, it's all covered up. It's like when the windshield of the car is covered with mud, right? How do you see through, right? It's very difficult, okay? That's what's going on with your third eye, and that's where the stress web is attached, and that's where you start the clearing, okay?
Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Thank you. Blessings, Amanda.
And
so thank you. For Amanda, for everyone, do stay on the line, because I'm going to share in a little while about how we're gonna clear this. Okay, I'm here today to reveal to you where this stress web is attached, and also how we're going to clear this if you want to join me on this adventure. So very good. Next, we're going to South San Francisco, California, with Kathy. Hello, Kathy.
Hi, Sophie. Thank you for taking
Kathy.
my call.
Yeah,
Hi.
You're welcome.
I'd like to know at this time where the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in my aura.
Okay, yes, thank you. Okay. So tuning in with your higher self, Kathy, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura? So for you, we're going to the heart center, but the upper part of the heart center. Earlier we had I think it was for Pamela, it was built up at the lower part of the heart center. For you, it's the upper part. I'm seeing like if you have a desk or a piece of furniture, and imagine that cobweb has accumulated on top of it. Right now, this cobweb doesn't have the lightness of an actual physical cobweb. It's been there for long enough time that it's kind of calcified and heavy, right? So it has a heaviness and it's weighing on your heart from the upper part, right? And pushing down, pressing down. So if you feel, sometimes you feel that your heart is heavy, this is playing a big part of it, like the heaviness of the disconnection from truth, and the heaviness I'm hearing of dealing with it, right? How do you deal with disconnection from truth? That's heavy. It's heavy duty navigating life when you're disconnected from truth. Okay, and so all these entanglements, this cobweb accumulated, calcified, weighing on your heart from the upper part and pressing your heart down. Okay, does that make sense? Does that feel right to you?
Yeah, I think I'm getting it. I'll listen to the replay again and it get more resonation of it.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you. Blessings.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome. All right. Very good. We are going back to the Q&A again. Well, there's so much to do, so let's do it. All right. For Andrea in Schaumburg. Thank you, Andrea, tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika, Andrea. Where are the disconnection from truth attached in your aura? Okay, wrapped around your heart center as well. In such a way that it's wrapped all around the center of your heart center and squeezing it, even like with a substance that is like aggressive to your heart, like barbed wire, right? Like it's biting your heart and it's biting into your heart center. And that's how it feels. This disconnection from truth feels so toxic to your heart, so abrasive, right? It's squeezing the center of your heart center and making it feel not only the pressure of it, but like the bite, right? It's like it's biting into it. So you want to liberate the center of your heart center and to bring it relief. Right? That's how toxic, what this shows to me is that's how toxic the substance of disconnection from truth and all the ways that we need to live life when we are disconnected from truth. All these entanglements, the toxicity of this substance is what is showing up through the nature of this stress web, how it shows up around your heart, Andrea. Okay, so that's where you want to do the clearing, where you want to start the clearing. Okay, thank you, Andrea. Blessings. Whew. Okay, let's take a nice breath into our heart. It's interesting how already so much has been, quite a few readings have been concentrated on the heart, which shows to what degree our hearts are longing for truth and suffering from disconnection from truth. So let's keep going with the requests and see what's going on for Noel in Montreal. All right, Noel. Thank you, Noel. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura? So for you, Noel, it's in front of your third eye, like a shield, right? I talked earlier about the windshield. Well, it's kind of a thick layer of this stress web that creates some sort of a shield that has opacity, that it makes it so difficult for your third eye to perceive the truth, to receive the truth, right? So that's where it is attached, and that's where you want to start the clearing, Noel. Thank you. Blessings. Okay, going to Sweden with Liselot. Thank you, Liselot. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Liselot, where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura? Okay, going to your throat. Again, this is no surprise. Throat center, throat chakra is the center of truth. Let's see what's going on there. It's almost choking your throat, right? The disconnection from truth is like choking, like making it hard to breathe, right? It feels like it is so hard to breathe when being disconnected from truth. So you may have difficulties like feeling obstructions in your throat, Liselot, or it may be a symbolic, right? The breathing is how we absorb the essential nutrition from the air, right? And so this shows how disconnection from truth is depriving you from nutrition, from what is essential to life, right? That's the symbolic of it. And that's where you want to do the clearing, to start the clearing front of your throat, throat and throat chakra, giving your throat relief and openness and freedom to absorb, right? And to breathe, and to integrate, to ingest the air, ingest the truth, okay? And express it, and then express it. Okay, thank you, Liselot. Blessings. Going to Portland with Lani. Thank you, Lani. Tuning in with your higher self, Lani. Connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection with truth, from truth, attached in your aura, Lani? Going back to the heart center for you, Lani, as well. The stress web has built up in the lower right side, so bottom right side of your heart center, and it's all built up there like an accumulation, a built up like a snowball, but it's not snowball, it's like a ball of a built up of this stress web that the presence of it in your heart has the same feeling, the same effect as when you have a pebble in your shoe, right? And it hurts. And it hurts, it makes it difficult to go on. And if you keep going on with it, then it starts to turn into an injury, then it may get infected and everything, right? And so that's the toxicity and the pain, that the toxicity of this built up of the stress web, and the pain that it causes to your heart, the suffering that it causes to your heart. You want to extract, remove, pull out this stress web from there, liberate your heart, Lani. Okay, thank you. Blessings. Going to New Jersey with Marina. Thank you, Marina. Tuning in with your higher self. Connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura, Marina? Okay, throat center for you, Marina, and I'm seeing the stress web wrapped around inside your throat. So really wrapped around the throat center, the chakra, right? Like a scarf, but it's not a nice, pleasant, cozy scarf. It's a scarf that is squeezing, that is obstructing, and that is also covering up, like keeping your throat chakra trapped in this scarf that is also too tightly wrapped around there, and it's obstructing the ability to express truth, right? The freedom of expressing truth, whether through voice, but even beyond that, through your energy, through your presence, through your life, right? So you want to liberate your throat and liberate your center of truth, right? So that's where you start the clearing, Marina. Okay, thank you. Blessings. All right, let's keep going. Let me check. Okay, no hand raised, so I'll keep going through the Q&A. I want to do as many as possible there. So we are going now to South Carolina with Laura. Thank you, Laura, tuning in. With your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura? Okay, so for you, Laura, we're going to the upper part of the head. Interesting. So it's about the crown chakra, but the stress web is not placed over the crown chakra. It's placed below. And what it's doing is that it's separating your crown chakra from the rest of your energy system. And what it does is that your crown chakra is connected to higher truth, divine truth, right? And this is being received by your crown chakra, but then the transmission of these truths, these higher truths, to the rest of your energy system and your being is being obstructed, right? So it's like your crown chakra is isolated from the rest of your energy system, and it's difficult for you to access the higher truths that you do actually receive, but they are not accessible. Okay, so you want to remove this obstruction and free the flow of these divine truths, these higher truths from your crown chakra, allowing it to really flow into and feed into your whole being, your whole energy system. Okay, I see a downpour of divine truth once you're clear this stress web from where it's placed there, where I have described. Okay, so that's where you start the clearing, Laura. Thank you. Blessings. Very interesting how it's so specific to each person, and such an interesting configurations, right? Okay, so let's keep going on and let's see what's going on for Jyoti in Ithaca. Thank you, Jyoti. Tuning in with your higher self, Jyoti. Connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura, Jyoti? We're going to the center of your abdomen, so really center of your power center, solar plexus, right? And the stress web is pretty widely spread on the front of your abdomen, and like this stress web is covering up the front of your power center. And what it does is that it obstructs the ability of your power center to express power, to have power coming out, right? To radiate power. And disconnection from truth is obstructing your power center. That's how it's showing up for you, Jyoti. And that's where you want to, I'm hearing to peel. You want to peel this layer of obstruction that the stress web has placed over your power center. You want to peel it, remove it, and free your power center in that way. Interestingly, I'm being shown the connection between the power center and the throat chakra. They work together in a pair, right? They are on both sides of the heart center, and they are meant to operate as in tandem, right? So there really is something going on with the power center that is very significant, that has to do with truth. And for you, that's how it's playing, Jyoti, and that's where you want to start the clearing. Thank you. Blessings. Very good. Next, we are going to Whitby, Ontario, with Monica. Thank you, Monica. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura, Monica? Okay, going to your throat, and it's like a very intense squeezing there that is really obstructing your verbal expression of truth. Okay, so you may find, I'm pretty sure that you've had this experience maybe all your life, having a hard time expressing truth, especially verbally, vocalizing truth, verbalizing truth, speaking truth, speaking up for yourself, for your truth, okay? And that's where you want to start the clearing this stress web from your throat chakra there, right? Okay, thank you, Monica. Blessings. All right, next, Jill. Jill in Worcester. I don't know, is that the location, Worcester? But Jill, this is for Jill. I don't think I have another Jill. Let me check. Do I have another Jill on the list? No. So Jill, this is for you. All right. So thank you, Jill. Let's see. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura? Okay, for you, Jill, we're going to the root chakra, the end of your spine. So the stress web is wrapped around the end of your spine, squeezing your root chakra and bringing this sense of instability, right? I'm feeling my legs are not really shaking, but getting kind of shaky and making me feel like unstable. It's difficult to feel stable, difficult to feel grounded, and also with this squeezing of the root chakra, it's difficult to feel safe and secure in the disconnection from truth, right? So it's going straight to the core of your root chakra for you, Jill, and that's where you want to start the clearing, okay? Thank you, Jill. Blessings. Okay, wonderful. Let's see. Let's make a pause in our readings. I'll come back to do more readings, of course. But I want to share about how I'm here to support you with the clearing. So I share about this special offer that I've created for you, for everyone. Light of Truth Ignition is the name of it. So to follow me as I'm going to share about it, you can go to gracefulconnections.com. That's Graceful Connections, all in one word with 2 L's, as in full of grace, gracefulconnections.com/LOT Sophie, all in one word as well. LOT as Light of Truth, LOTSOPHIE, gracefulconnections.com/LOT Sophie in one word. If you're on the webcast, click the button or the link. If you're on the replay, just scroll down the page to discover this special offer, Light of Truth Ignition. So let me reveal what I've created for you to liberate the truth within you, to be embraced, to be owned, and to be expressed. And let's start with option 2. So scroll down the page for option 2. This is the remote healing and clearing plus truthful mandala weaving and illumination. So this will happen over the course of 2 days. The first day is the remote healing and clearing, which is a multi-level, multi-layered release of your disconnection from truth. It's going to be very thorough, very systematic, and we'll proceed with the elemental clover of light protocol to engage the elementals into the clearing of your disconnection with truth in your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. And for each of these bodies, we'll clear your connection from truth in your aura. That's what our readings are about today. In your past timeline, in your genealogical maternal and paternal lines, as well as in your future timeline. Okay, so yes, very thorough, very systematic, multi-level, multi-layered. Now, for those of you who are familiar with my signature workshop, Freedom from Karmic Entanglements, that many of you I know have experienced with amazing results and radical liberation from many different aspects of shadow. Well, this remote healing is the brand new higher version of the workshop that I've been prompted and inspired to create. So instead of running it as a workshop, we are now running it as a remote healing and clearing. Now, through this deep and systematic clearing and healing, you will free yourself at all levels, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, from your attachment to being disconnected from perceiving, discerning, expressing truth in all times. Now, once this is done with the elementals, earth elementals to clear your physical body, water elementals to clear your emotional body, air elementals to clear your mental body, fire elementals to clear your spiritual body. Once the clearing is done in your aura, your past timeline, genealogical lines, and future timeline, then we'll proceed to a transmission of DNA light language codes to facilitate and catalyze the liberation of truth at the highest level. This will support you to free yourself from any preconceptions of what truth is or what truth should be based on your programming, your past experiences, and your belief systems. And a transmission of light of truth tapped into right at the source of the great central sun that will be poured into your aura, your past timeline, genealogical maternal and paternal lines, and your future lifeline to complete and enhance the healing, to bring nourishment with truth, to restore the alignment with the highest truth in all areas where the disconnection from truth will have been cleared away. So this is our remote group session on the first day, right? You can choose to join me in the ethers at the time it will be happening, which is 9 a.m. Pacific, or at any time at your convenience. And you can choose to experience this healing and clearing in a relaxed way, setting your intentions and then allowing the process to unfold, or to experience it in an active way, as you will receive a PDF with clear guidance on how to instruct your higher self to move through the phases of the process, right? So you can be active in the receiving of the process of the remote healing and clearing. And in this PDF that you'll receive, you'll also have precise instructions on how to best prepare for this remote session. Whether you experience it relaxed or actively, your preparatory phase will allow you to gain the greatest possible outcomes in the smoothest possible way. Now, on the second day, we're gathering on a live group call, which will be a delightful experience of weaving your personal truthful mandala, illuminating 8 spheres of your life with the highest, the purest light of truth from the great central sun. So you will have previously chosen 8 spheres, 8 areas of your life that you want to illuminate with the light of truth. And when we come together, we'll work in close collaboration with Athena, goddess of weaving and spinning. And you'll be guided, supported, and empowered to anchor the light of truth in your physical body, emotional body, mental body, spiritual body, holding in truth and illuminating the main areas of your life with the highest, the purest light of truth of the great central sun. And in each of your 8 chosen spheres, you'll bring truth to your physical reality, your relationships and interactions, your thoughts and beliefs, your connection with your higher self and the divine. And through the weaving of your mandala, you'll establish a potent and reliable structure for truth to be held and to remain as a foundation of your existence. Now, from the recording of our live gathering, I will produce an audio track which will be yours to use for daily or regular illumination with truth of your 8 spheres of life. And with this audio, you'll also be able to illuminate whole new sets of 8 more spheres of your life, if you want to, further refining the weaving of truth into the depths and the subtleties of your life once you've established a solid, reliable foundation of truth with the first 8 spheres, 8 areas. Okay, so this is option 2. Remote healing and clearing and weaving, truthful mandala weaving and illumination. In option 1, you have all of this plus the private session, Crystalline Karmic Liberation from Disconnection with Truth. That's for those of you who want to go further and deeper in your liberation from the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth. And especially those of you who want to consciously collect the karmic lessons held at the points of origin of those karmic entanglements in your past timeline, genealogical, maternal, and paternal lines. This is really the tremendous benefit of this session, in which you gather incredibly profound wisdom held at the points of origin, which not only allows you to free yourself from these karmic entanglements, but to reclaim the wisdom that was missed or that was lost, and yet that is yours to hold and to live by. The wisdom that you and your ancestors had in your incarnation plan of that lifetime to tap into and to live by, but it was missed. it is being recovered and fully reclaimed in this session. And it really lifts you up to a whole new higher vibrational trajectory, as this wisdom is not only gathered through the session, but it's really absorbed, installed within your being as your new program and your elevated mode of operation. So for deep one-on-one work of liberation and profound wisdom recollection, option 1 with the private session, and in addition to the remote healing and clearing and the truthful mandala weaving and illumination. So this is Light of Truth Ignition. This is for you if you're ready and willing to now take a radical, clear, definitive stand for truth, to fully liberate and fire up the truth within. So that's my invitation to you. And I hope you'll join me. And now that we've clarified this, how we're going to clear this now, let's go back to doing more readings. So here's a hand raised. Lisa in Langley, unmuting you. Hello, Lisa.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning to you. Welcome.
So, I was just hoping that you would do a reading for me.
For sure. That's what we're here for. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, tuning in with your higher self. Connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura? Okay, for you it's also third eye, wrapped around your third eye, and what it's showing me, I'm sensing the agitation of your third eye, being trapped in this stress web, right? And your third eye just can't reach to truth, can't receive the truth, can't communicate truth with you. And there's such an agitation of your third eye, right? It's like, imagine when you're trapped in a fishing net, or when you see creatures, fish or whatever, trapped in a fishing net, they are agitated and they move, and yet the more they move and agitate, the more the fishing net is closing on itself, right? The more it is being trapped. Well, it's the same thing on acting on your third eye, okay? So what it's showing me is that this agitation is like a scream, right? It's like your third eye is screaming for liberation, okay? So you may have experienced having a hard time working with your third eye, reaching to your third eye, having your third eye perceive truth. Okay? How does that sound to you? How does that feel, Lisa?
Very curious.
Very curious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to take that in. Mm-hmm. What would one do to get out of the net?
Join the clearing that I've just talked about. Okay, that's how we do it. So either option 2 with the remote healing and clearing, or if you want to go deeper and gather the karmic lessons, all the wisdom, then go to option 1 with the private session. That's how we do the clearing. Okay?
All right. I really appreciate your insight. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Blessings. Thank you, Lisa. Okay. All right. All right, so I still have an anonymous person, so with no location. So you'll need to sign up with a name or a location. In the meantime, so I can call on you. In the meantime, let me go back to the Q&A. Okay, let me see where I was. All right. Well, we've done quite a few readings already, and we want to do more. Let's go to, let me go this way. Let's go to Ontario, Canada with Barbara. Thank you, Barbara. Tuning in with your higher self, Barbara, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura, Barbara? Third eye as well, wrapped around your third eye. And it's like for you, this build-up of the stress web of the karmic entanglements, it's built up and calcified, and it's looking like an eggshell, right, with opacity, and it's hard, and it isolates your third eye. It's being trapped, and it's isolated from the rest of your energy system. So you may also have a hard time reaching to your third eye and perceiving through your third eye because of this eggshell-like built up of the stress web. So that's where you want to start the clearing, and that's you want to liberate your third eye from this entrapment in an eggshell. Okay, so thank you, Barbara. Blessings. All right, going to Germany with Veronique. Thank you, Veronique. Tuning in with your higher self, Veronique, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura? So going to your heart center, Veronique, the back side of your heart center, that's where the stress web has spread itself, and it's showing me and it's speaking to me of especially struggles with being confronted to lack of truthfulness from others, and having a hard time receiving truth from others, right? That's where the backside of the heart, right? Having a hard time receiving truth from others, being confronted to untruthfulness, lies, manipulations of truth, others doing that, and your heart is suffering from this, being confronted to this untruthfulness and having a hard time finding truth in others. Okay, so that's where you want to liberate your heart from this, definitely, and you start the clearing from this. It's a thick layer that has built up on your, now it's showing like the shell of a turtle, right? It's kind of this thick, hard layer on the back of your heart. Okay, so that's where you want to clear and liberate your heart. Thank you, Veronique. Blessings. Okay, going to Toronto with Liam. Thank you, Liam. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura, Liam? Going to the center of your heart, of your power center. And it's built up, it's not wrapped around your power center, it's built up like a ball inside your power center, and it's the built up of all this disconnection from truth and all this, these entanglements built up as a ball that's weighing on your power center, and you may feel it even physically in your abdomen, in your stomach. You may feel like there's a heavy ball there, and that's weighing on your power center. Power center feels heavy and has to deal with this heaviness and the presence of this ball that's taking space, and it's really disrupting the good functioning of your power center. Your power center is not so available to you to offer you power, to empower you, right, in the presence of disconnection from truth. So that's where you want to start the clearing, and you want to liberate your power center, Liam. Thank you. Blessings. Going to Nice with Angelique. Thank you, Angelique. Tuning in with your higher self, angelic, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura? Okay, for you, angelic, wrapped around your thighs, so that upper part of your legs, and it's really wrapped around your thighs in such a way that it's squeezing your legs, and it's preventing your free movement. It's difficult to move freely in this disconnection from truth, right? So difficult to move forward, difficult to move at all. So being stuck, right? Stuck in place in the presence of disconnection from truth. You are stuck, right? From the stuckness brought by this stress web tightly wrapped around your thighs, right? So you want to unwrap this, liberate, and allow yourself to have freedom of movement, right? Literally and symbolically. Okay, thank you. Blessings, Angelique. Going to Toronto with Cody. Thank you, Cody. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura, Cody? Yeah, I took a deep breath because it was this heaviness in the heart. So it's built up as a ball, the ball of calcified stress web of this disconnection from truth has built up in the center of your heart center, and it's heavy on your heart. It's like a stone, right? Imagine carrying a boulder in the center of your heart. It's heavy to carry. It's heavy to your heart. Makes it difficult to breathe, right? Like it's such an obstruction to your heart and to your chest, right? And carrying this heavy burden of disconnection from truth. That's where you want to start the clearing and the liberation, Cody. Thank you. Blessings. Okay. Now for Bob. I don't have your location, Bob, but this is for you, Bob, tuning in. Thank you, Bob, tuning in with your higher self. Connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura? Very strong pressure on the throat, squeezing, silencing you. Very difficult to speak truth, to express truth, Okay? So you want to start the clearing with the front of your neck, your throat, and liberate your throat chakra, liberate your expression of truth in the first place. Thank you, Bob. Blessings. Going to Brazil with Clayton. Thank you, Clayton. Tuning in with your higher self, Clayton, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura, Clayton? So going to the power center area, but in the back, right? So at the level of the power center, but in the back, closer to the spine, and so the middle back, okay? there's weight there. It's like, imagine if you had a little backpack there, like in this specific area, but very heavy, right? A little backpack filled with stones, and it's very heavy. And what it's doing is it's pulling you backwards. The weight of it is pulling you backwards. It's disrupting your power center. Your power is not available to you. Plus, it tends to pull you backwards, like you would fall down backwards, right? So making you feel very unstable, disempowered, and pulling you backwards in life. Very, not only difficult to move forward, but tending to go backwards. Okay, to regress, to go backwards. Okay, so you want to liberate your power center from this, and from this weight, this build-up of this weight of disconnection from truth. Okay, that's where you start the clearing, Clayton. Thank you. Blessings. All right. Let me see. Okay. Going to Atlantic Highlands with Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Tuning in with your higher self, Michelle, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura, Michelle? Going to your root chakra, the end of your spine. The stress web is wrapped around there. And disconnection from truth is making you feel insecure, having a hard time finding security, finding safety, feeling really grounded and stable, stabilizing, right? And yes, disqualifying, in a way, disqualifying your root chakra, not allowing your root chakra to bring you what it's meant to bring you in terms of grounding, safety, security, stability, feeling stable, right? In the presence of disconnection from truth, this is how your root chakra is being affected. And now, as I speak about it, I feel it pulsating, calling for liberation. So that's where you will start the clearing, Michelle, of this stress web. Okay? Thank you, Michelle. Blessings. All right. Let's see. Who's next? Who's next? Pretty in Wichita. Thank you, Pretty. Tuning in with your higher self, Pretty, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura, Pretty? Also, root chakra, very intense sensations there around the root chakra, the end of the spine. It's like it's a thick build-up of this stress web of the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth, and your root chakra is really trapped in this thick layer of the stress web, right? So you as well may have a hard time feeling safe, feeling secure, feeling stable, feeling grounded, right? I mean, being disconnected from truth, no wonder it's difficult to feel safe and secure, okay? So that's where you will start the clearing and liberate your root chakra, okay? Now, when your root chakra is liberated, it's the foundation of your whole, as it says, it's the root, right? Foundation of your whole energy system. Then your whole energy system is liberated as well, okay? And So that's where you want to do the clearing, liberating your root. Pretty. Thank you. Blessings. Next, we're going to Bozeman with Willow. Thank you, Willow. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura? Okay, going to the back of your heart center. And it feels like, that's where the stress web is attached. And it's again a very toxic substance of it, that it feels like a myriad of stabbing in the back of the heart. That's the sensation and the image, like I'm seeing a myriad of stabbings in the back of the heart. That's the effect and the degree of toxicity of this stress web, of the disconnection from truth, and how it affects your heart. Right, so you may even feel very sensitive physically in the back of your heart center, and also on middle back, middle spine. It may be very sensitive, maybe even painful there. Okay, and that's where you want to liberate your heart, certainly, from this very toxic and very it's so aggressive and abrasive to your heart. That's where you want to do the liberation, start the liberation. Not Tracy, sorry. Willow. That's for Willow. Thank you, Willow. Blessings. Okay. Let me go through my list now. All right. Seems that we've pretty much covered. Clayton, I did your reading a few minutes ago, so if you didn't get it, you will catch up with the replay. Okay? Okay. Hand raised. Okay, I have one hand raised. This is anonymous in no location, so I'm going to unmute you. I hope you can recognize yourself. If you have your hand raised, this is you. Hello? Hello, hello. Okay, anonymous in no location, I cannot reach to you, and I cannot do your reading. I have no anchor to do the reading. Andrea, you've raised your hand. I've done your reading earlier, so if you were not on the call, please catch up with the replay. Okay, thank you. Blessings to you, Andrea, and blessings to you, anonymous in no location. I'm sorry I cannot do your reading if you can't come on the line, and I don't know where to whom to do the reading. Okay. I believe I have covered every request. Let me just check. As I go through, screen through the Q&A, making sure I covered everyone. If you didn't get a reading, now is your chance. Either raise your hand or quickly put your request in the Q&A box. Otherwise, we're going to be done, which would be wonderful to have everyone served. I love doing that whenever I can. It seems to be the case that I've done all the readings. Okay. Okay. All right. I have someone in Ottawa, Ontario, 1072. Unmuting you. Hello. Oh, that will be Eve. Hello, Eve. I cannot hear you, but I recognize your location and your phone number. So as you have your hand raised, I don't know why I can't hear you, but as you have your hand raised, I can do your reading. Okay. Give me just a second, Eve. All right. Tuning in with your higher self, Eve. Connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of disconnection from truth attached in your aura? Okay, wrapped around your throat, Eve. Again, this is no surprise. The throat chakra being the center of truth. And there's something specific to how it shows up for you, Eve. So how this stress web is wrapped around the lower part of your throat. The texture of it has something irritating to it. And it's like either it's itchy or irritating, right? And what it does is that, well, physically you may have irritations in your throat, or you may have to clear your throat very often. And yet there may not even be anything to clear, like mucus or anything, but like because there's this sense of irritation, so it may show up physically. But it also may show up in whenever you express truth or attempt to express truth, that you feel irritated. It's difficult to speak through. Your voice doesn't come out clearly. It's distorted, and it's difficult and irritated. And this irritation is distracting you. It's taking your attention away from clearly expressing the truth that you meant to express. Okay, so there's something very specific to this irritating substance and the irritation. So you definitely want to liberate your throat from this stress web, liberate your ability to freely express truth. Okay? Verbally, obviously, but also, again, the throat chakra is not only about the voice, it's also ultimately about expression through your energy, your presence, your being, and through your life, right? So that's where you want to start the clearing, Eve. Okay? Thank you. Blessings. All right, let me go back to the Q&A, see if anyone else. You were kind of last minute, Eve. I'm glad I caught your hand raised. Anyone else? No one else? Okay, very good. So we're covered. So that's wonderful. I'm glad I got everyone served. So let me wrap up at this point. Even if someone did not receive your reading, even though I believe I did cover everyone, but if you're listening and you didn't receive a reading, you may have picked up insights from someone else's reading. And anyway, at this point, it is clear, I believe, how I can support you to liberate yourself from your disconnection with truth. So let me wrap up my special offer. Light of Truth Ignition. Again, go to gracefulconnections.com/LOT Sophie, LOTSOPSOPHIE, all in one word. On the webcast, you have the button and the link on the replay. Just scroll down the page to discover my special offer, Light of Truth Ignition. You have option 2, which is the remote healing and clearing, liberating you from disconnection from truth in a very thorough, very systematic, multi-layered, multi-level clearing. Read all the details about it or listen back to the replay about how we're going to proceed. So day 1, the remote healing and clearing. Day 2, we have a live call in which we come together for a magnificent, truthful mandala weaving and illumination, in which you're going to illuminate with the light of truth and pour the light of truth into 8 spheres or 8 areas of your life that you're going to choose. So that's option 2. In option 1, you have this plus the private session, Crystalline Karmic Liberation from Disconnection with Truth. So I hope you'll join me on this brand new version of my signature work of clearing karmic entanglements, now in remote healing format and expanded with the delightful and powerful weaving of your mandala, illuminating the spheres of your life with the light of truth. It's going to be magnificent. I'm already perceiving, being shown. It is just a delight. Okay, yes, I hope you join me. Let's do this together. Liberation. Liberation of truth, liberation for higher, greater, deeper connection with truth, expression of truth, living by truth. All right, let's take a moment now to be present once again to the orb of truth, allowing it to remain there, holding us, holding all that we have received, experienced today, all that we are not even aware we have received, allowing it to sink in as we are held in the orb of truth for as long as it serves our highest good, our evolution, and the highest good of all. And I'm closing now by giving gratitude to each and every one of you in the audience. Thank you for answering yes to the calling of truth and the calling of your disconnection from truth to be remedied, for the light of truth to pour into your being and to pour into your life. Gratitude to the orb of grace and the orb of truth for providing a safe, sacred space for this exploration and these revelations today. Gratitude to our higher self and all the higher beings who guide, support, and protect us, leading us in truth and leading us to truth. And gratitude to the divine. Thank you. Until we meet again, many graceful, truthful blessings to you all. And goodbye now.